I'm Dave Ryan, and this show is called Uneasy Syzygies, and I made these pieces together with Mika Laidlaw and my brother Steve Ryan. We started working together a couple of years ago, and we started on Sleep Cycle, in which we really got excited about, I got excited about projecting video onto ceramic objects, and they're all skin textures, right, and they're aging slowly. So randomly stuff happens to individual ones, but they're really all separate objects. If there's someone sitting there quietly for a few seconds, then a collective sort of dream takes over the whole group of them. And if somebody moves while that's happening, then it'll fade away and they'll go back to their normal state. So from there we started thinking about other kinds of interactivity that we could bring into these pieces. So that's how we came to this piece, Vigilance. In this piece, the idea is to create separate objects that all respond a little bit differently. You have to watch pretty closely, but they're all responding to motion in front of the space. So they should track motion. If something happens, they should watch that motion. If nothing happens, they should go to sleep, and then they'll wake up when somebody enters the space again. The third piece for the show is Epidemigogue, and we did that one last, and it really took us the longest to really solve. It's got a lot of different kinds of sensing in it. It's sensing users' touch. So we ask users to come and actually touch the ceramic, and then their touch spreads change through the whole network of bones, right? During the opening, there were these little girls that kind of figured it out, and they parked themselves in strategic places and just held their hands on and dominated the network, and nobody could make any changes. And at first I was kind of like upset about it, but then it kind of, well, that's kind of a little bit of what it's about, the idea of territory, and then sooner or later you realize that, it's a bone form and a pile of bones, and there's this kind of darker imagery that gets conjured up there. We all have this baggage that we bring to a screen, right? Oh, that's a screen, and I know what screens do. And so for me, part of the exciting thing about working with projecting on forms is you get around that, right? There isn't this feeling, oh, I know what a screen is. What is that? What is that thing right there? What is it doing? It's kind of fresh again, I think.